Hey, this is Lindsay from Atlanta, Georgia, and you're watching Sean Likes Spaceships. Enjoy.
Project Hail Mary is here. It's only the movie I've been looking most forward to in 2026. Based on the Andy Weir novel, yes, I've read it. I'm one of those idiots that still reads. It's my favorite novel of the last 10 years. And I feel like the luckiest boy in the world because they made a movie about it. The trailer gives away too much of the story. So if you haven't seen the movie and you haven't read the book, don't watch the trailer. Stop watching it. Stop looking, you're ruining everything. The story goes like this. Guy wakes up with amnesia on a spaceship and he needs to figure out why he's there and what he's supposed to do, because clearly he's on a mission of some sort. What's his mission? Read the book. What's his motivation? Watch the movie. It's directed by Lord and Miller, the guys who got fired from that one Star Wars movie because at the time, Star Wars was only producing bad ideas and farts. Look, I don't know what you like and what you don't like. We don't know each other. But let me tell you something, Susan. Movies like this are the reason why I like spaceships. Hell, movies like this are the reason why I like movies. I like this movie so much that if I were capable of human emotion, I'd be openly weeping right now. This movie is competency porn. Everyone's really good at their job, everyone's smart, and they're getting together to achieve a common goal. During a time when it feels like everything's on fire, all the children are crying and there's snakes everywhere, this movie feels like a soothing balm for your irritated brain. Yeah, the main character's last name is Grace. Get it? You know, because the name of the ship is the Hail Mary. Now the Hail Mary is full of grace. The novel was written by Andy Weir, who in his former life was an engineer, and that's an engineer's joke all day, every day, which is the cognitively disadvantaged cousin to a dad joke. Project Hail Mary. See it in the movie theater so they keep making movies like this. I'd like a reason to go to the movie theater again, please. How many more times are they going to give The Rock $11 billion to make a movie that sucks? Oh, in this movie, he's missing a leg? I wonder if that's going to come up later. Get the hell out of here with that. Here are the 10 best reasons to watch Project Hail Mary. Number 7 is my favorite. Reason number 1 is Ryan Gosling. Ladies. From the earliest reports of this movie, Ryan Gosling was always supposed to play the main character of Ryland Grace. And why not? Ryan Gosling's that weird combination of somebody you could totally see flying a spaceship, but also that he could also teach a classroom full of children. Speaking of which, Mr. Armstrong, shout out. If you're out there and you're still alive and you're watching this, thank you. And you were totally right. Reason number 2, the overall story of Project Hail Mary. You know, you didn't have to have read the novel to understand it, but it does help.
To a child who doesn't read, the world is a closed book.
While the movie is still too fresh for me to say anything about on a grand scale, I don't want to Phantom Menace myself. Those who know exactly what I'm talking about. I would love to tell you that I was able to keep my expectations low because I don't want to be hurt again. But I didn't. Like a dumb fat kid staring at a bouncy castle. Mama told me not to go into that bouncy castle due to my fatness and my weak constitution. She warned me that the older, meaner kids would be in there and torment me. But it all looks so inviting. This time, the bouncy castle is Project Hail Mary. But you know what? I went into that bouncy castle, and this time, there were no meaner older kids in there. Reason number 3, Project Hail Mary is made by people who know how to make a movie. Take this show, for instance. A lot of you are probably watching it and thinking to yourself, oh, God bless him, he's trying. Or, that Bush League ding-dong thinks he's making something of substance. Or, I hate this show with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. You know what? I am going to stop kicking myself. I'm going to leave that to the trolls. Project Hail Mary is an expertly made movie by experts. Reason number 4, it's got a big boy budget. Look, I like watching low-budget sci-fi just as much as the next oddly attractive man who has his own YouTube channel about spaceships. I think it's safe to say that a low-budget sci-fi movie has to have bigger ideas, bigger concepts. But if I were a betting man, which I'm not, because betting is still illegal in the state of Georgia, Big Budgie just hit differently.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
And you can see that money up on the screen, $150 million just dancing for your entertainment, and it shows. Reason number 5, your suspension of disbelief holds up. Remember when you watched The Martian and you thought to yourself, oh no, that poor man, he's trapped on Mars. Won't someone do something? This movie does the exact same thing. Your brain gets tricked into thinking that Grace is actually in space. You will be bamboozled into thinking that Rocky is actually real. And you will think that the Hail Mary is a practical, real-life spaceship.
Ready for takeoff! Jump to light speed! We're gone! On to the Death Star!
Millennium Falcon from Kenner's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately.
Reason number 6. This lady's in it. I know her best as the AT&T lady, but she's definitely a certain dude bros type. Her actual name is Milana Weintraub.
My name is Milana Weintraub, and I'm an actress, comedian, performer of sorts.
She has received a metric ton of shit from online trolls because the internet is a post-apocalyptic thunderdome and we need to learn how to be kinder to each other. Reason number 7, it's already won a major award. Project Hail Mary has come out and it's already won an award. So what's it won? Well, it's won the Guild of Music Supervisors Award for Best Music Supervision for a Trailer. Wow, that's a major award. I think we all remember where we were in 2014 when Maura Duval Griffin won a Music Supervisors Award for Best Music Supervision in a Trailer for her work on Saving Mr. Banks. Man, 2014 was a real roller coaster. Reason number 8, Drew Goddard wrote the screenplay. If you have a bad adaptation of good source material, you end up with something like The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Please roll ridiculous footage of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Here he is.
Ridiculous. Why doesn't he just close his eyes? Anyway, Drew Goddard is responsible for writing some of the greatest scripts ever committed to camera. He's written The Martian and the Netflix Daredevil, Cabin in the Woods, just to name 3. And yeah, I know that not everything he does is great, but you know what? Sometimes you suck too. Andy Weir's novel is one of my favorites, and this movie could have very easily been a punchline for nerds like me, and it is definitely not that. Hey, do you think this shoe would look good on me? Yeah, about as good as Project Hail Mary. You son of a... Number 9, it is directed by Lord and Miller. If you want to know what the movie business thinks of Lord and Miller, all you need to know is that they have 31 different deals in various stages of development. You want to know how many deals I've been offered in the last year? 4. That's true, by the way. I'm on IMDb and everything, not to brag, but I'm sort of a very small-time deal. And finally, reason number 10 is the character of Rocky. He is going to be your second favorite fictional Rocky. Number 1 fictional Rocky, Rocky Balboa. Rocky number 2 is this Rocky, the Rocky from Project Hail Mary. And number 3 is Rocky Dennis as portrayed by Eric Stoltz in the movie Mask. Nobody likes Rocky from Rocky and Bullwinkle. People like Bullwinkle, but no one really likes Rocky. I'm putting the spoiler warning on here because there's spoilers ahead, which is why I'm putting on the spoiler warning. Because like I says, there's spoilers. Does this movie make me happy? I haven't been happy since I was like 8, but Project Hail Mary is my kind of weird, and the movie definitely is a weird one. It isn't perfect, in case you thought that's what I thought of the movie. You were wrong about that, and you need to stop thinking that I think that way. I don't know if everyone is going to like this film because it doesn't hold your hand while you're watching it. You actually have to pay attention. It also doesn't have linear storytelling, so some people are going to have a problem with that. Also, the secondary plot point is that Grace is a self-centered chicken shit coward, and I'll leave it up to your imagination on whether or not you think he overcomes that obstacle. It is a big budget Hollywood movie after all. And I don't know many wildly popular movies where the lead character is a sucky baby. They could have easily made Rocky a cute little character like Baby Yoda, but they don't do that either. The trailers make him look like he's a little Dickens, but Rocky is a smart 158-year-old rock man. You're probably going to love him, but you may be disgusted since he looks like a rock and a spider had a baby. If you read the novel or listened to the audiobook, there's a chance you're going to be disappointed in this film. They change the ending, they leave a lot out, they shift the timeline, but they can't throw everything from the book into the movie, otherwise it would be 26 hours long, and the movie's already long enough at 2 hours and 36 minutes. It doesn't feel that long, but dude, over 2.5 hours, you can travel from New York City to Philadelphia in 2.5 hours. So will you like Project Hail Mary? It totally depends. Just answer this 3-question survey. Have you ever watched Mark Wahlberg in something and thought to yourself, why isn't he in more? Do you now, or have you ever owned artwork that unironically features a horse? And last question, do you find it impossible to understand why anyone would ever want to travel internationally? If you answered yes to 2 of these 3 questions, you aren't going to like Project Hail Mary, and no one is forcing you to do so. You're just a horror show of a human being, and you're incapable of giving or receiving love, that's all. As for me, I liked it a lot. Just not as much as I liked the book. My name is Sean, and I like spaceships. Thank you for watching the very first episode of Sean Likes Spaceships, Project Hail Mary. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe. Or this Bush League dig dog. Or that Bush League ding dong thinks he's making something of substance.